The rights culture war has a new battleground, and it's Oklahoma, and their target, gay books. What am I talking about? There's a state senator named Rob Standridge who introduced a new bill in the Oklahoma Senate that will allow any parent to ban books, and it'll actually pay them to do so. So under Senate Bill 1142, just one parent would have to object to a book that includes discussions of, quote, sexual perversion, sex-based classification, sexual identity, or gender identity, and other related themes in order to begin the process of removal. Upon receiving a written request to remove a book, a school district would have 30 days to eliminate all copies from the material from circulation. It takes its inspiration from the abortion bill that passed in Texas. This is the one that's in a provision here's more information about it. In a provision that appeared inspired by SB 8 in Texas, the law that deputizes any citizen and entitles them to a financial reward if they successfully sue someone for aiding a pregnant person in obtaining abortion care. Parents will be able to collect $10,000 a day for as long as the book in question remains in the library. I mean, come on. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, so I have a lot to say about this.
Yeah, bring it.
So number one, makes me want to move to Oklahoma. Wait, what? Well, they said any parent and any sex-based classification. Okay, I object to all the material that has heterosexual couples in it. Give me $10,000 for each book that you do not remove within, what was it, 5 days or something? They're gonna have to remove every book from the library. Otherwise, I'm gonna get $10,000 per day per book. I'm gonna be the richest man in Oklahoma, okay? Oh, you meant discrimination just against gay people. Oh, you didn't mean against straight people. Oh, right, that's because you're a bigot and you're a terrible person. And by the way, the people who suggested this, of course, Republicans in Oklahoma, hate the country. Now that's a fact, guys. Now why is it a fact? If you say that you want gay people to be treated differently, even a mention of a gay person or trans person or anything like that, you think is so horrible that it would corrupt the minds of your children. They're so disgusting that even mentioning their existence would somehow harm your children. Well, then you obviously don't believe in equality. But you're saying literally right there, we do not want them treated the same by law. We hate equality. We don't want it. There's nothing more un-American than that. And for all the Republicans who still pretend, Dave Rubin, and by the way, almost everyone else too, you'll see it on social media. Oh no, Republicans don't hate gay people. Really? They got a funny way of showing it. The mere mention of them in a book leads to, I don't know if they're gonna burn the book spread or they're just gonna toss them out or they're gonna rip them. I don't know. I mean, we had a member write in just a couple of minutes ago saying that their 98-year-old grandmother says that Fox News reminds them of 1930s Germany. She lived through it, right? She saw it at the time. And so, and here we are. They're back to throwing out books that they don't like.
Yep, let's make some money right now. Come with me on this journey through banning books in Oklahoma. Any book will do. Let's start with the hungry caterpillar. The very hungry caterpillar sounds hetero enough. There's a very vaguely phallic-shaped insect that's obsessed with holes. You can even stick your finger through the hole, kids. Play along. But wouldn't you know it, that takes a crazy turn when boom, he turns into a butterfly, which is essentially a symbol of homosexuality, banned, $10,000.
Well, you got rainbows there. Besides what happened to the caterpillar? It transformed.
Yep.
It went from one identity to another identity, banned. Okay, that's how much Republicans hate gay people.
Let's keep going. Similar themes. Ugly duckling thinks it was born a swan. No, you were born a duckling. That's what it says on your birth certificate. You will stay a duckling. Hans Christian Andersen, banned, $20,000. Paddington Bear. Paddington Bear, that's a bear cross-dressing as a human.
Banned.
Banned. What are we, 30K? Curious George? What's he curious about? His sexuality? Get out of here, George. It's already being taken to the police station, banned. Oh, the places you will go? Dr. Seuss, I don't know if this is a gay book, but that looks like a rainbow and some kind of distended penis anus he's on, so get him banned.
Banned, what do we have, the 50K?
50K, don't even get me started on this next book.
All right, 100K.
And Winnie the Pooh and the 100-Acre Wood, how else do you get poo on your wood? Okay, banned.
Wrong.
Banned. The only one left is this. The only one left is if you give a mouse a cookie, this is a completely unabashed attempt to point out how terribly anti-progressive this book is. If you give a mouse a cookie, here is the only conservative book on the list I could find. Quote from the Reedsy blog post about the best children's book. A mouse asks a young boy for a cookie, but when he gets that cookie, he then needs a glass of milk, then a straw, and so on. It's never too early to teach your kids about the slippery slope, and that's why you shouldn't feed poor people, I mean mice.
They had the mice in overalls. They're just the worst.
There's a sequel called If You Give a Moose a Muffin. It's the same thing. The same damn thing.
Okay, right wing, I don't need you to be right. I just need you to admit you don't like equality and you don't like education and you want to get rid of anything that doesn't conform to your religion, which is exactly what the Taliban says. By the way, that's a good Taliban test. That's a litmus test for any law, right? Would the Taliban like it? Oh, they would love this law. Right now, there's somebody in Kandahar going, why didn't we think of that?
It's crazy. He also has a book that will, this is the last thing I'll mention, SB 1141 from the same state senator, which would prohibit colleges and universities in Oklahoma from forcing students to enroll in any sex education, gender equality, or racial equality courses. Exceptions would only be made if one of those courses is part of the student's core curriculum. It's like, how often does that happen? Where they're like, come here and get in this sex education course.
Yeah, if you're a gay person, any part of the LGBTQ community voting for a Republican, and you think, oh, that's okay, I don't live in Oklahoma. When they came for LGBT people in Oklahoma, I didn't live in Oklahoma. I would say see how that works out for you, but I don't want to see how that works out for any of us. Republicans hate you. I know you want your tax cuts, and I know that some folks in that log cabin Republican community are so greedy that they would still say, you're gonna discriminate against some of us. I'm rich enough, it won't affect me. You're the worst of the worst. Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR, so those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.